program is a U-Report Studios production.
But I just gotta know one thing. Are you ready?
Oh, sound.
Are you ready?
Are you ready, kids?
Marked Out Wrestling Podcast presents Brian.
Do you think I'll ever find the right woman?
Oh, God. Yes, man. Come on, dude. You're great.
Golda.
Rub Vaseline all over your hiney and tell you that it's special and different from everyone else's.
And Roadie Rob.
Shit! What are you fucking both doing? Good Lord!
This is the weekly takedown.
Nobody cares! Nobody cares!
Hey, that's still saving.
Fuck it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll do it later.
Okay, cool. Alright, so, welcome, take fucking 3, to episode 165 of the Takedown.
Speed round.
Speed round, yes. We're going to burn through this one. But thank you guys for sticking with us if you have. If not, thank you for joining us. My name is Broken Brian, Brilliant Brian, Broken Brian. I have a few nicknames.
I'm broken right now.
You're broken.
Yeah.
No, you're fixed.
Yes.
You're fixed.
Okay.
And I'm Matt Golda.
Yes, this is Sir Matt Golda over here to my left, and to my right, I have Mr. Roadie Rob, the troubleshooter. How are you, sir?
The savior.
Yes, the savior.
I've had better afternoons, but it's better now.
The Queen City savior.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know what? We're going to go right into bullet points. How about that?
Yeah, let's do. Well, should we get housekeeping?
Bullet points. Let's go.
We don't even have to do that.
They know fucking housekeeping.
Yeah, you know housekeeping. Housekeeping. Jerk you off. Blah blah blah. Golda, take it away.
Okay, I found a new one from what I said earlier that isn't on the show because you guys didn't hear me sound. According to sources, the following locations are being scouted for future WrestleManias: Chicago, New York City, Miami, Seattle, San Diego, London, Mexico City, and Toronto. So that's pretty good.
I'm trying to think about which one I'd want to go to, which one I wouldn't. Like Chicago, I wouldn't want to go there only because
CM Punk. CM Punk chance?
No, I'm okay with that. It's just the city itself, which I like to visit. But that many people in that city, traffic's already shitty on a Sunday night there.
San Diego.
I would not want to go to Mexico City, and I'll tell you. I mean, fucking roasting in that sun. No.
Yeah.
I want to go to San Diego.
Nope.
I want to go to San Diego.
I need air conditioning, actually.
San Diego's not bad.
No, San Diego is great, actually. Yeah,
all right.
Weather out there is great. Golda, what else?
Kurt Hawkins had a new baby girl named Mackenzie this morning. That's great.
All right.
Let's see. Impact Wrestling announced that Don West and Robert Flores will be commentating for Slammiversary.
That's an interesting team.
Yeah, Robert Flores, he's from ESPN Sports Center fame. He's a good sportscaster.
And Don West was the guy that he does all the teenage
t-shirt
shop.
guy. Yeah,
Very,
exactly.
very.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
WWE has announced that they are having their first ever live show in Shenzhen, China. That's good news.
Oh, okay.
Dave Meltzer gave Okada versus Kenny Omega 2 at 6.25.
Is that bullshit?
No, he really did.
No, I understand that, but going over the
according
scale.
to sources, that he gave Ric Flair and Ricky Steamboat's house shows in Landover in Philadelphia in the 80s 10.25 stars.
I might be in the minority here, but I've always been that guy that Dave Meltzer to me is he doesn't have all the credibility with me that other people give him.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. He's a dirt sheet guy who started doing it first, so he got the kind of, he got all the praise as being, he's the insider, kind of like Adam Schefter or some shit like that.
Sure.
But, and he's wrong a lot, and people don't know it because usually it's in the future that you find out he was wrong in the past, but it's like, ooh, Dave Meltzer said this. 10 years later, you're like, yeah, he was fucking wrong about all that stuff. I'm not saying he's not right from time to time, but I don't know. To me...
Well, just don't read his stuff as scripture.
Well, I don't.
Right.
And his star ratings on matches, I mean, it's his opinion. And I've been a wrestling fan my whole life, and he has too. So why is necessarily his opinion greater than mine? Why should I use his as gospel on his star ratings? I don't know. I don't like it.
Just because he knows people.
No, I don't give a shit if he knows people. My eyes work just as well as his does. I can tell when a good spot is, a good sell, a good...
Right. So the big knock on him is that every match that he rates high is if whether or not it's in Japan. that's what people kind of say. They're like, oh, well, it was a match in Japan. Of course he rated it that high.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's biased in their opinions. Dave Meltzer's probably good for what he's good. People like him. I'm not digging on people who like him. I just personally, if he says something, I take it with a grain of salt, and I move the fuck on and see for myself.
I love salt.
Okay, now moving on to my next bullet point.
Yes.
Tommy Dreamer's promotion, House of Hardcore, tomorrow kicks off a tour of Australia.
Oh, crikey.
Yes, they are in Brisbane tomorrow,
Right.
Sydney on Friday, Perth on Saturday, Melbourne next Friday, and Adelaide next Saturday. On the card, we have Tommy Dreamer, obviously, Hornswoggle, Matt Cross, very good indie wrestler. He's also Son of Havoc on Lucha Underground. The artist formerly known as Jacques Swagger.
Jacques Rousseau.
Jacques Swagger.
Also Colt Cabana, Billy Gunn, Bull James, MVP, and
Is that Bull Dempsey? Bull James?
yes,
Okay.
yes, and my favorite, the IWGP Junior Tag Team Champions, the Bucks of Youth.
Yes, delightful. I love it. And
Exquisite.
yes, and I mean, so they're going over to Australia.
Right, I didn't think Tommy Dreamer could afford to pay them for 5 shows, their ginormous booking fee.
Yeah,
But I don't know, because their heads are as big as Charlotte, I think.
They'll start selling Young Buck didgeridoos
Didgeridoos. is that like fidget spinners?
or boomerangs, boomers,
Fidget spinners. I got 4.
awesome blossom. What else?
All right.
Yeah, way to do the speed round version.
Yeah, holy shit.
Tuesday night is going to be Rusev's return to SmackDown Live, according to Cage Side Seats. And I want to wish a very special 28th birthday to my big booty bae, Bailey.
Okay.
So when I get home, she'll make me some tacos.
She's not 28. She's 12.
No.
Oh, that
no.
was what she always dreams of being.
Yes.
12. Okay.
Hey,
And scene.
you know what? I did see a rumor out there swirling that the whole Corey Graves, that whole thing with Bailey.
The hug and the cigarette.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
there's going to be some sort of romantic tie to each other, and
That is awkward.
Awful.
yeah,
That's awful.
hey, that's just rumors. And
An innuendo.
no, that's a different.
Innuendo.
That's a different thing.
Right on.
Golda, you got anything else, bud?
And scene.
And scene. All right, moving forward. What is that?
That's I'm not quite perfect 10 today. I'm just more like a 7.
Yeah.
7.
No,
7.
Hey, you know what?
7.
There were issues that were unexpected, and you solved them. So for that, I mean, I applaud you.
Yeah, it just took me 40 minutes to figure out, hey, unplug the sound card and then replug it in.
That's all right. They didn't build Paul Roma in a day, you know?
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, all
Hey.
right.
All right.
3,
Oh.
Are you going?
Yeah, no, fuck it. Nothing's working right.
Oh, my God.
3,
There you go.
Number 3.
Yeah, we got fucking Adam on the board today.
Yeah,
apparently.
that's right. Thank you.
Goddamn praise to fucking shit on in a moment.
Oh, my
Hey, man,
God.
I'm bipolar.
So, you know what? Number 3, I decided to dedicate this topic to the Velveteen Dream, who debuted, was it last week?
month ago.
Well,
About a month ago.
couple weeks
About a
ago
month
now,
ago.
right?
As the Velveteen Dream last week.
Sure.
Or 2 weeks ago, I think.
It was the Wednesday after TakeOver.
Okay.
But you know, he's been there for a while, Patrick Clark.
Right.
What? Who's Patrick Clark? I don't know
Yeah,
who
what are you
Patrick Clark
talking?
is.
I don't remember.
I don't know who the Patrick Clark
The
experience
artist
is.
formerly known as Patrick Clark.
But that Velveteen Dream, he could be on my TV anytime.
Now that-
I'm in.
That guy can move, and you know what? I guess for myself, I'm a little biased just because he is a WWE creation.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, he started there, and that's it.
Tough enough.
However, I mean, he has definitely won me over, and I don't know about you guys, but I mean, especially the match that he had last night with Raul Mendoza.
Yes.
Is that he was from the CWC.
And Rob said
Oh,
at
at
a
the-
house
at the
show
house
he
show
was
they call-
Wahoo Mendoza.
They called him Wahoo McMendoza.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Great match.
Yeah,
for what it was.
that rolling Death Valley driver thing he did.
Yes.
that was gorgeous.
Great point. I've never seen that before. I don't know if that's something. I mean, because that takes a lot of agility and
To come out in
power to be able to do that.
to come out in the taunt pose.
Yes, that
I
was
mean,
gorgeous.
Love it. I mean, if that guy can do that consistently. Now, the one thing I will say is that for a good move to kind of get over and stuff, a guy has to be able to do it to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, he is a bigger guy, so he might be able to get away with it. Salud over there, huh?
You know, my thing about Velveteen Dream is, and I don't mind the name Dana Price. It is what it is. But if you watch, I think facial expressions are not used as much in matches as they should be. And he has that character from his whole facial movements.
His duck face, just
the way he moves his eyes, the way he kind of snarls at the crowd, and his character is so well portrayed, so well played, and then you add in the fact that in the ring he seems to be pretty damn flawless and very smooth, and then top it with a cherry. That is the best top rope elbow I've seen since Macho.
I mean, he's coming down from the fucking ceiling,
dude, and it's crisp and it's smooth, and there's no big RVD bounce at the end. He lands it, and he goes for the pin with
he goes right into the pin right away,
and never misses a beat. He goes right into character in that pin too.
Yep,
just a fantastic
elbow.
Yeah,
and you know what? You said it too. I mean, the guy doesn't break character at all. I mean, he really buys into it. And the thing that I was afraid of too, with his whole character kind of being. I mean, I don't know what you want to call it. I mean, flamboyant, and I mean, it's definitely towing the line. And I'm surprised, actually, that WWE is letting them do something like this, to be honest.
Oh, I'm not. Not at all.
I feel like it's if Rick James and Prince had a baby.
Sure.
I'll throw a little guitar player.
Yeah.
Bob.
No, Purple Rain.
No, guitar player from the fucking...
Prince.
Woodstock, motherfucker.
Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix. Thank you. Jesus.
You're welcome.
Well, what I was saying was, though, with a character like this, it's hard sometimes to take someone serious. But for him, I mean, this guy is fucking jacked to the gills, and he can move, and it's I'm a big fan.
Well, if you play a character right, it'll get over. I mean, look at Goldust. Goldust was a transvestite, golden painted, movie star kind of clown thing, and got over for decades.
Sure.
Did it. Rick Rude was basically a woman beater and molester, and it got over. I mean,
way over.
I mean, look, Val Venus was a porn star. It got over.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
choppy, pee-pee.
Right. Sometimes wow.
Hey, choppy, yo pee-pee.
Doink was a clown. It got over.
Literally.
So, I mean, props to Patrick Clark for finding, I'm going to say it. Everybody, you ready? Are you ready for this?
Uh-huh. Let's hear it.
Patrick Clark, Velveteen Dream has it. He has it.
He does. All right. I mean, the board is also giving him pretty much praise. A lot of potential. And yeah, I mean, Kashmir said characters like the Attitude Era, Goldust 2.0.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. On the board we have Hitman, we have Daniel Price, Kashmir. Let's see. Great Scott was on there for a second.
Great Scott.
JVL Shadow was on there at first, and then
Bitch Brian.
The sound wasn't working, and he dipped out.
Oh, I got issues with you, Brian. Bitch Brian. Not
with Yorkie?
Yes,
no,
Yorkie.
with Yorkie. All right.
Bitch Brian.
All right. So, yeah. Hey, let's more Patrick Clark. 2. Yep. Just gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Keep moving forward. Number 2, the authors of Plane.
Ooh, offers. Okay, continue.
So hear me out.
Yeah.
I for one, I like them as champions. However, I do think that they perhaps are not as multidimensional as perhaps some other teams are, or have been, or can be.
Hated it.
You did?
Yes.
You hated the match?
No, them pretty much.
Really?
They're just so boring to me.
I agree. Well, exactly.
No.
Here's what this is what I'm getting at. Do you think that this whole shtick of of them just kind of coming out and just bulldozing through anyone, it seems, and I mean even our boys Heavy Machinery, do you think that they're even a real threat at this point?
Let me clarify that sentence.
Yeah.
The 3 of them is what I'm not liking right now. I feel like we need more out of the manager, Paul Ellering. I feel like if they had a younger guy that could run around a little bit, do some bumps, I feel like I would like them more, because to have him portray everything that the authors of Pain are lacking. But Ellering's like 70 years old, can hardly walk.
Less Paul, the better, I think. I like him being there as a presence. I mean, he's got a good look to him, so it works out. And if he does like a quick 1 or 2 line promo and ends it, fine. When he starts going the book of fucking, have you read the Book of Pain?
Chapter 1.
Yeah, fuck that shit. But to me, they just went through a big battle with DIY. They did a battle with Revival and everybody else. And so this squash match was to reassert them as just monsters, to set them up for a big, heavy-handed, heavy everywhere match with Heavy Machinery. So I was okay with the match. I was okay with the promo. I was okay with the stare down. I was okay with the whole segment. I wasn't wowed. I wasn't like, oh, popping, but it was good.
Sure. All right. I agree. However, what I'm saying though is, do you think that this is? I mean, what else can we see from them? I mean, is this it? Are they just going to keep showing up, tearing through the competition, and then that's it? I mean, do you think that Heavy Machinery is actually could take over and beat them and win the belts?
Beat them and win the belts? Sure. Will they necessarily? I don't know. Does it bother me that Authors of Pain seem to be the kind of same every time they come out? No, not at all.
Okay.
I loved Anchorman 1. I thought it was a hilarious movie, lots of one-liners. And then Anchorman 2 came out, and everybody watched it, and they're like, oh, it's stupid. It's the same as number 1.
It's still great, though.
You know what? Number 1 was great.
Yeah.
2, you wanted something different, but no. It was the same thing because it was supposed to be the same thing.
And it wasn't the same thing. I felt like it was a little different.
And that's fine, but it's still like Seth Rogen movies are all the same thing. You know, you know that. That's why you watch them.
It's an hour and a half of dick jokes.
Right. Authors of Pain are the same in every match because that's what they are.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
So Kashmir, if AOP gets to the main roster, they will fall like the Ascension. They are just so generic, nothing special about them. No? You don't think so?
No. I mean, this is the kind of team that has Vince McMahon getting all like hard nipples and playing with himself. I mean, they are a brute, big beast of a team of guys that don't need to say much, who they can put a manager with to talk trash for them. They're monsters. Vince loves monsters. He loves big guys. I mean, for years he's had the little people brigade kind of running the show. Daniel Bryan's and AJ Styles now, and just all the people who were CM Punk. You can't tell me Vince in the back of his mind is going, where's my next goddamn Hulk Hogan and Powers of Pain and Demolition? I want some fucking big guys in here. God damn it.
Yeah, Hitman said the same thing on the board as you started talking. So you guys are on the same page.
So here's what happens. They should lose the belts at TakeOver New York, TakeOver Brooklyn.
Sure.
Okay. And then show up the next night and help Roman Reigns and be his lackey.
Whoa. I don't know how I feel about that. Like
I'm kidding. I took a lot of Quaaludes before I got here. I'm just kidding too.
You can find loots?
No, I don't think so.
No,
you know a guy?
No.
I don't know a guy.
I don't know
You know a guy?
I know some guys.
Not for that. Not for loots.
Not for that. Anywho, so I mean,
1.
Oh yeah, we're going backwards. That's right. Number 1, and still NXT Women's Champion.
Champion.
I'm sorry. I didn't read my notes right. Champion. We had the triple threat elimination match between Asuka, the champion, versus Nikki Cross and Ruby Riott. Ruby.
Well, she was there for a heartbeat, wasn't she?
She was. Now, fellas, I'm going to turn it over to you. Golda,
yes.
what were your thoughts, feelings, emotions, anything about the match?
I thought it was a very good match. Not counting the brawl at the end. I'm going to talk about the match itself. I thought it was a good match. Ruby, she was looking real strong until Nikki Cross at the end did her finisher, but with the feet on the turnbuckle. So it was like a more powerful, whatever she calls that move, the swinging neck breaker thingy. Yeah, I don't know, but it's beautiful. But the way she was coming at Asuka was great. I was telling Raul, we were watching, I loved when she had Asuka in the corner and she ran at her, but she was smiling like a fucking child the whole time she ran to her.
Again,
that's perfect character, perfect psychology. And then the ending with the table spot, that was wonderful. I'm going to let you talk about that.
Just take note, main roster girls, specifically Sasha and Charlotte. That's how you take a fucking table shot. That's how you do it right there. Those girls, look, I watched these girls on NXT fighting, namely the two that we watched in Nikki and Asuka, and I see a viciousness that you only see with the men. I really do. These are some growl, fucking get down and dirty, dingy fucking wrestling women. And they're brutal, and they hit each other with stiff shots, and they throw each other around, and they're just nasty and fucking mean. And it's something that the spit, polish, and shine fucking main roster girls just don't have. Even the ones that I might like or you might like, they just don't have that viciousness. I mean, did you see? Look, I hate the little kicks to people's chest and stomach like Daniel Bryan used to do.
Sure.
But Asuka, when she lays them into to her opponents, she fucking lays them in.
Yeah.
She makes them look like they fucking hurt. And I'm sorry. I am so afraid that the reins will be pulled back on them when they go main roster, especially Asuka. But this is how it's supposed to happen. Whether you cared about the ending of that match being a no contest or not, the point was not the match here. The point was to showcase these women having the ability to just get mean.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I mean, Nikki Cross, even one of the most subtle things about her that I really loved about this was that the fact that she just kind of snuck in there without any entrance music, without any pageantry or anything. She just kind of snuck into the corner of the ring,
right,
and was just going, bananas in there. And I don't know. I mean, that just kind of set the tone for the rest of the match and how it was going to be. And it really was. I mean, as far as the episode as a whole, I thought it was kind of lackluster, to say the least. But this match actually was. It was a good ending. I'll say that
there was good moments to get you to if you identified them. So like Ruby Riott, she was in that match again for a Heartbeat, and she had some program with Nikki for Heartbeat, which I think is now over in my opinion. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But if anything, what this did was put Ruby Riott immediately top card, give her a couple high profile matches. Now she can feud with some of the more developing talent and give them legitimacy as they battle with her. So it's just, I think Ruby Riott, this whole thing with her was to give her status recognition to help develop other lower name people. So now you have a mid card for the women.
Well, and we're also going to be seeing what's her face, Austin Aries' boo, Bay.
Thea Trinidad.
Well, yes. we also saw the list for a lot of the girls that are going to be in the
that's right.
the women's tournament.
Yeah, she's going to be in the women's tournament. That's
so you're going to see her and Bianca Belair, and I'm sure Candice LeRae was probably on that list. So
she wasn't on the list, but I think they only released like 16 or 17.
But what was telling about that, guys, is unlike the CWC, where we saw a lot of these indie darlings come up and show off, to people that haven't seen them, is in the women's tournament, we're going to see a lot of the NXT stars specifically in that tournament, which I don't know how I feel about it. I was kind of hoping to see a lot of unknowns. But if this is their way to push a whole new women's roster?
Well, they only announced, I think, 16 names. So that means they're going to pull 16 indie stars. So, because it's a 32-woman tournament.
So all of those, but were all those women?
They're all in the developmental.
Okay.
Because they just signed a bunch of Japanese girls. Those are all the ones that were on the list.
Yeah, we saw Bianca Belair on the list.
Yep.
And we saw
the Marine chick.
The Marine
Kimberly.
No,
she's on
Kimberly. Yes.
I'm sure Lacey Duvall. She's probably in it, right?
I think so.
The MMA girl, right?
Yeah, the MMA girl.
Yes, which I guess that's a good segue. We saw a nice promo for her on this episode of NXT, and
look, she's not bad. I mean, we've seen her live.
Yeah,
she was pretty good. Played a role. She was a good striker, a good worker in the ring. Very.
Mandy Rose is also. I think she's going to be in it too.
So you're going half NXT, half unknowns, I guess. Right. And Mandy Rose does well too. But the Lacey Duvall, I mean, I got no problem with her. I think
I like that promo. I got to be honest.
Yeah, it was a good promo. I mean, she's cocky. If you want to go lowbrow, she's an attractive woman. If you want to go highbrow, she's a good worker. You got to give her some time to develop her character and win you over. But
I think that's what this was. I mean,
I mean? Yeah. I don't think we should shit on her right away.
No, but it's weird that we've seen her on TV before as this character, and now it seems weeks after they decide to throw these promos out there. I thought it was just kind of strange how, because it even said coming soon or next week or something. But I mean, it's like we already saw her on TV in this same gimmick.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just thought it was strange.
Yeah, I agree.
Am I the only one?
No.
No.
Okay.
You're there. We're good.
All right. All right. So, anything else on the board, or shall we move forward?
Yeah, move forward.
Yeah, guys, we're gonna move forward.
Yeah, we're speed round.
Yeah. Anytime.
That's right. We're rushing through. So I guess let's go into our discussion, and it kind of ties into also the everything else portion of the show. I almost called him Galloway. Drew McIntyre had a match against Rob Risen, and
who?
For those of you who were concerned or curious, this is not Terra Risen's younger brother, or he's not affiliated with him in any way. Although
he wishes he was.
Yeah, right. I wish I was too. Jesus Christ. So they had a match, and it was another thing. I mean, you can compare it to the AOP thing. It's just another match with, and I don't know, are they overusing squash matches? I mean, because that's just another one. That's all Drew Galloway's been doing. McIntyre.
Right after Drew McIntyre's match, I said to myself, I really wish they would start giving real matches to Drew McIntyre and Aleister Black.
Right.
I'm tired of seeing them fight jobbers And then right when I said that, that's when Cassius Ohno announced that he's going to fight Aleister Black next week.
Right. I mean, this match specifically, I mean, it really had nothing, no, it was a good match. The one thing I will say, though, I don't know how crazy I am about his finisher, about the, I guess it was Roddy's sick kick, but it doesn't seem like Roddy's using that as his finisher anymore.
No, he's just using the backbreaker.
Right. Do you guys think that do you like that finisher for McIntyre?
I could care less one way or the other with the finisher. I've kind of checked out on him. When he first came back in, I was like, oh, okay, let's see what's gonna happen. 3-man band, he's back. Let's see what's gonna happen now. And the first match was like, oh, he's stacked. He's got a good look. He can talk. The whole nine pageantry is great. Whatever. He's a good wrestler. Blah blah blah. And they beat up a little nobody. And okay, next match, let's see what he's got. And then he's gonna wrestle another nobody. And then 5, 6, 7, 8 matches later, he's still wrestling little nobodies. And it's just like, give me something to care about.
Exactly.
That's not his fault.
No, it's not. But it's obviously booking's fault. But I have no emotional connection to his character. If he doesn't show up on a program, I'm not like, hey, where's Drew? I'm just like, somebody else would say, hey, where's Drew? I'm like, oh, really? I didn't even consider the fact that he could be there or not.
Yeah, especially when we were talking Thursday about what we're going to have Thursday. I was like, hopefully we're going to have a match with Aleister Black, because we haven't seen him since the Wednesday after TakeOver. So we're looking forward to the next Aleister Black match. But Drew McIntyre, we're just like, meh.
Yeah.
See, I'm not going to really pass judgment until I see him actually work with an actual talent.
Have something to kind of really kind of sink his teeth into.
Right, but like Rob said, I'm checked out until that happens.
Well, I agree.
You know what? I like, and I guess we're kind of transitioning, but I like the fact that we haven't seen Aleister for a couple weeks, and then now they're pumping out the match for next week against Cassius. Because for me, it's like we're sitting here salivating like, oh, I want some more Aleister. Where's Aleister? Where the hell's Aleister? I want to see Aleister. And then they're like, next week. Finally, a real match. Like, now I'm excited about next week.
Yep, and also, I mean, they also included in this promo, too, that him talking, which we haven't really heard all that much. I mean, they've, they played it when he first debuted.
I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear it?
I didn't listen.
Yeah,
so.
me neither. My girlfriend was babbling on.
Adam was babbling on.
Gotcha. So, yeah, we both had the same problem, yeah.
So tell us about it, Brian.
Did
his voice kill the mystique of the character?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
No, definitely not. But, I mean, it was more the same thing. He's just talking about good and evil, and, it's just really a little bit more. I wish you saw the promo.
I'll go back and watch it. I will.
Yeah, he does it a little bit more, he does it better than I do right now. I'll say that.
Well.
All right, so I guess we'll tie this in. We already said, though, Aleister Black versus Cassius Ohno for next week was advertised.
This is so easy.
What?
It's so easy. Obviously, Hideo Itami comes in, interferes with the match, beats up Cassius, and either you get a disqualification win by Aleister, or you get a no contest. So the match itself is going to be interrupted. It's going to be Hitami. It is way too obvious to not be.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah, what else are you going to do?
I mean, come on. I mean, he was talking shit about Itami, and now he goes, yeah, Tommy, he's just going through his motions and blah, 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 blah. Oh, and by the way, next week I got a match with Aleister. Okay.
So do you think this is going to build to Cassius Ohno against
Hideo Itami?
Yes.
Hideo Itami for Takeover Brooklyn?
Is there a doubt?
I mean, they've been planting the seeds since TakeOver, so they have to at this point.
Yeah. All right. Well,
plant the tree, you got to eat from it.
I guess we shall see.
Yeah.
All right. There was nothing else that they advertised, huh?
Nope.
No.
That's it.
All right, let's do some plugs.
Let's do some plugs.
All right. Sunday night we got Money in the Bank reaction.
Yes, that's right.
Adam's out, so I'll be hosting.
Yes, and I will be. I'll be here.
You'll be here late.
I will be here.
Well, you'll be here for the show.
I'll be here.
You'll be here.
Shh, I'll be here.
You'll be here.
I'll be there.
There you go.
Twinsies.
Yeah, Monday night we got Rawsome. Nothing creative to come up. Maybe we'll come up with some creative stuff beforehand, but nothing necessarily to promote. If you didn't get a chance to listen to the Marked Out Politics segment, it was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
and then Tuesday we have our Tuesday Night's Markdown show with myself, Adam Baum, Kiara, and we will have Mr. Bob from Memphis, who, I was looking on the board, and he was getting a lot of praise from the Bob versus Rob, what was it, Marks versus Smarts
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Some people were saying that they, they listened to that, and now they're a fan of Bob won them over.
Yeah, apparently, according to Shitman, Bob's is above me.
Oh, that's right.
On his likability rankings.
That's right. And then Wednesday, Golda and I have some exciting news.
Yes,
Golda.
we are working on finalizing our first episode of Indie McIndie Face, and we are looking to put it up on Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys told me that now.
Why?
Or before.
Why? What do you mean?
Well, since I do all the production, it'd been nice.
What else? No, what else needs to be
just
done?
say, hey, we want to put it up Wednesday.
Well, no, we thought of that while you were running around, and then we were going to tell you after the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good interview.
Oh, you listened?
Yeah, I did. Well, I've been editing it. Yes,
oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh, this guy.
It was good.
The troubleshooter.
It was good for a couple rookies.
Oh, wow.
That's a DB.
I mean, it's not a dig. I'm just saying I'm more experienced at interviews than you guys are, and you guys did well.
Yeah. Well, I can't.
Okay,
I
sure.
can't argue with that. I can't argue with that.
I interviewed Darius fucking Rucker, motherfucker. He hated me, by the way. So.
Darius? Did you call him Hootie?
All the time. That's why I hate. That's why exactly why I hate. He's like, my name is not.
Everyone knows you can't call him Hootie.
He's like, my name is not Hootie. I'm like, and then he got nasty about it. And was like, okay, Hootie. My name's Darius. All right, sorry about that, Hootie.
Well,
it was a shit.
Was that for 95.1?
Yeah.
Hootie, if you're listening, please like us on YouTube and subscribe to us.
Hootie hoo!
Yeah.
Tight like hallways, smoked out hallways.
You and me, another better world.
Well, and next Thursday we're gonna have a full-length episode. Of the
sorry about all the technical difficulties. Please, and thank you for guys for sticking with us. This has been fun. Anywho, any other plugs?
Hold your hand. What?
Hold my hand.
Any other plugs? No.
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 Butt plugs?
No.
No.
Absolutely.
Eyebrow?
No.
All right. So I guess do we want to do final thoughts? Do we want to do a final thought? Let's do a collective final thought.
I say I just run down the social media and let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay. Social media, our Twitter @SmartMarkShow, www.markedoutwrestling.com.
I gotta pee.
Oh, Rob's got to pee. Our email, markedoutpodcast@gmail.com. Our fan line, 704-444-0084. Our Instagram, markedoutwrestling.com. We are always posting fun. Did I say .com?
It's at markedoutwrestling.
Sorry. Oh, God damn it. And cut and go. And our Instagram, @markedoutwrestling. So thank you guys for listening. This has been a fun, fast episode of The Takedown, episode 165. As for Golda, yes, Fork, iTunes, for Golda, for Roadie Rob, for myself, make like a banana. I'm going to make like a banana. Oh, let's just get the fuck out of here. I can't even
I'll catch you on the flip side.
Marked Out Podcast is recorded, edited, distributed, and marketed at U-Record Studios in Charlotte, North Carolina. For more information on optimizing your podcast for increased listenership, check out U-Record on Facebook, Twitter, and email sales@urecordstudios.com or visit the website www.urecordstudios.com.
Yes! 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 Yes!
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.